Hello, welcome all to my channel. Today we are going to learn the keys in a DBMS. It is a very important concept in the database management system. Keys plays a very important role while dealing with the huge and a complex data in DBMS. So let's start. Before moving towards the actual key concept, we are just taking the introduction about the SQL constraint. Constraints are the rules enforced on the data columns of a table. Constraints are some kind of conditions, rule, regulation which are put to access or enter the data. The data which follows or satisfies that condition that only enter with this constraint. So these are used to limit the type of data that can go into a table. Only the data which satisfied this condition or a rule that is entered into the table. So this helps us to ensure the accuracy and the reliability of the data in a database. The data which does not follow that condition is obviously not accepted, and hence we get the correctness in the database. Constraints could be either on a column level or table level. Column level constraints are applied only to one column at a time, whereas table level constraints are applied to the whole table. So, as I already told you that the constraint means nothing but a rule, regulation or condition. That condition you can be put on a column, then it is called as a column level constraint. If we put down that condition on a whole table, then it is called as the table level constraint. Now we will be just move towards the keys. As we already says that database consists of many number of tables. These tables are going to be related with each other. As in a human language, we are saying that they are related with each other. Then how they are implemented in a software. So here your key comes into the picture. In our day-to-day life, we know that every lock has its own unique key. Lock can be opened by that particular key only. That lock will not be unlocked with any other key or any ordinary key. Similarly, the table in a database has many records. So, what if we find a particular item from the table? We can't keep on checking each and every record. For that, we require some kind of an helping hand so that we can easily, in a very sophisticated manner, get our answer. Here, that helping hand is nothing but the key. A key in a DBMS is an attribute or a set of attributes that help you to uniquely identify a tuple or a row in a relation or a table. Why there is a need of a key? Let's consider one example. If we need to find a particular concept from a book, we can't check each and every page or a line in that book. We simply refer the index where each chapter, its concept mentioned in the index within a page number. We directly go to that page number. We will be get our concept. So with the help of the index, we get the very easy solution. Our time is going to be saved and our work is also completed. Similarly, with the help of a key, we can uniquely identify a record. A key is used in the definition of various kinds of integrity constraints. A table in a database represents collection of records or the events for a particular relation. As your table may be consist of thousands and thousands of many records, there may be the possibility of duplication of the data. So, we require a way to identify each record separately and uniquely, which avoids the duplicates. That keys allows us to free from this hassle. So, in short, we can say that what do you mean by the key? Key is an attribute or a set of attributes that helps you to uniquely identify a tuple or a row in a table. Let's consider we have a table of a student, it having the three attributes roll number, name and age. If we see the table, each and every column has its name, that is roll number, name and age. From that, if we I say I want the age of all students. We simply go to the column named as an age where I get the data required, all the ages I get over here. That means to access the data from any particular column, we are referring its column name. But what happens if I want the data from a particular row? We are not given any row number or the name to the row so that we can access that particular row and fetch the data corresponding to that row. We can unique we there is no name to uniquely identify the rows. We require the attributes by using which we can uniquely identify the row from the table. So we require an attribute having a unique value. Means the problem to access the particular row and its data, we have to take the help of a particular attribute. Unique in this table, we just go that here the roll number. The roll number for each and every student is unique. Roll number 1 is only to the student whose name is ABC and age is 18. So similarly, we can say that roll number 3 having name as an MNO and 19. Unique roll number can be used to uniquely identify a unique row. The roll numbers are different. With that different roll numbers, we are getting the different data. Not a one single student having the two roll numbers. So there is no any kind of an redundant or wrong data we get by referring the roll number. In this way, your roll number can be worked as on a key. In the definition, we have just seen that not only a single attribute, but a set of an attribute can be worked as a key. Apart from the roll number, we have the another two columns in this table, that is name and age. No other, if we consider them individually, then there may be the repetition or redundancy. That is, the name is duplicated, PQR, PQR. The age is also going to be duplicated. But if we combine them, then we get the unique value. Let's see if I'm going to combine name and age. So what happens? There are the two values for the PQR. There are the two instances for the age 18. But when we combine ABC and 18, then we get the unique value. Or when we say that PQR and 17, these pairs now become as a unique. No any value is repeated for the combination of ABC and 18. There is no duplication for these combined values. Same thing is for the MNO and 19, PQR and 18. So roll number, name and age, these attributes can be used to make down the keys. Roll number may be acts as a single attribute which can uniquely identify the record. But the name and age, when combined together, they can be also gives us a unique data. In this way, the attributes these used to find out the key. Whenever there is a table in a database, which attributes are playing as a key, there is no any particular rule, but the keys are the attributes which gives you the unique data. So that depends on what kind of a data is present in that table. What is the condition? What you required as an output. So depending on that, we have to decide the attributes which plays as a key. So in short, we can say that these are the key summaries. There are some another examples which may be placed as a key. So for example, for a student table, ID, name, address, course, they may be act as a key. In a similar way, for a person, what are the unique attributes? That is nothing but a name, date of birth, passport, license number, SSN. These are the unique identification for a person. So they can be worked as a key over there. In short, at the end, we can say that key plays an important role in the relation database. It is used to uniquely identify any record or a row of any data from the table. A column can be identified with their column name, but to uniquely identify the row and fetch the data from that particular row, we have to take the help of key. It is also used to establish and identify the relationship between tables. The main motive of this is to give each record a unique identity. So, key plays a very important role in a database. With the help of a key, we get a very correct data from the huge and a complex records. It plays a very vital role for maintaining the correctness and the integrity in a table. This one is all for the today's session. Thank you.